fellow travelers. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to talk about an exciting topic for all those Indian citizens holding a valid US visa. Did you know that holding a valid US visa can open doors to amazing destinations across the world for Indian citizens? Well, let's look at the top 10 destinations that welcome Indians with valid US visa. And before moving on, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video link on your all your WhatsApp groups and also on your WhatsApp status and keep encouraging me. Let's move on. Before moving on, let us understand why US visa is such a big deal. Getting a US visa is a good thing, great thing indeed, but it's not easy. US visa means a stricter screening. It is understood and assumed by most of the countries that getting a US visa needs a lot of screening, and the US Department of Immigration would have already done a good screening of a person and would have issued the visa. That is one of the reasons. The second reason is that when issuing a US visa, the US visa department or embassy will ensure that the person has strong ties to the home country and the person will return back to the home country. This gives a lot of confidence to these countries who are allowing Indians visa free because they know that these Indians are not coming there to settle down but for holiday or tourism. The third important thing is that while issuing the US visa, US Embassy ensures that you are financially sound and you will be able to take care of yourself. This again gives confidence to the embassies of the countries who are allowing you visa free that you can spend your time and you have enough resources to finance your trip in their country. These are the three reasons why majorly these countries allow you visa free if you're having a US visa. I also want to clarify when I say visa free or free visa, it doesn't mean that you can just walk into the country. Visa free or free visa means that you are eligible for a visa on arrival in that country, or you can apply for a e-visa that can be obtained very easily. Please understand that you don't need to go through the complex process of applying for a visa, submitting the documents in the embassy, and you know uh, attending the interview and all those things for all these countries if you're having a valid US visa, which makes your travel much more easier to these countries. The first country that we are discussing here is Dubai. Indian citizens can get a visa for up to 14 days short stay when they arrive in UAE. If they're having a green card or a valid US visa. Please note that your green card or a valid US visa should be valid for at least 6 months from your date of arrival there. All that you need to do is arrive at Dubai airport, visit the immigration counter, and apply for the visa. And you can walk out of the airport to have your exciting holiday. The second country is Philippines. Indian citizens with a valid US visa, when they are traveling to Philippines for tourism purpose, can stay in the country for 14 days without applying for a prior visa. The third country that we are discussing here is Singapore. If you are traveling from India to any country via Singapore, or if you are traveling from any other country to India via Singapore, you can stay in Singapore visa free for 96 hours if you are holding a valid US visa. All that you need to do is that arrive at the airport, visit the immigration, and apply for the Singapore visa, Singapore transit visa for 96 hours based on your US visa. Travelers holding a valid Indian passport can only apply for a Taiwan e-visa if they have a valid US visa. The US visa can be a green card or a permanent visa or a tourist visa. Indian citizens can apply for an unsponsored Oman visa if they have a valid US visa. Without a valid US visa, Indian citizens cannot apply for an unsponsored visa, e-visa in Oman. The next country we are discussing is South Korea. South Korea allows Indians who are transiting through the country for a visa-free stay for up to 30 days. Next destination we are discussing is Bahrain. Indian citizens can get a visa on arrival in Bahrain if they have a valid US visa. They can also apply for e-visa before traveling to Bahrain. The next destination we are talking about is Saudi Arabia. Typically, people say that getting a Saudi Arabia visa is very difficult. But if you're having a valid US visa, you can get a visa on arrival to visit Saudi Arabia. Next country that we are talking about is Turkey. Indian citizens having a valid US visa can apply for an e-visa to visit Turkey and get the e-visa within minutes. The 10th country that we are discussing here is Serbia. Indian citizens with a valid US visa can live in Serbia without a visa requirement for 6 months. All that they need to do is land in the country and apply for a visa on arrival. So, these are the 10 countries which are in our neighborhood and close by that Indians with a valid US visa can visit without applying for a visa prior to their travel. Besides this, there are many more countries that offer visa on arrival or a visa-free travel for Indians to visit their country. The list of the countries is being displayed here. You can visit any of these countries if you wish to, if you have a valid US visa. Please note that your Indian passport should be valid for at least 6 months from the date of travel, and your US visa also should be valid at the time of travel. And also, please don't forget to check the latest visa regulations and restrictions before planning your travel. So, what are you waiting for? Plan your travel, have a safe journey, and enjoy the destination. Share your experiences with us. Before leaving, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video on all your social media posts and also in the WhatsApp groups and also in WhatsApp status. Have a great day. Keep smiling, keep living, and cheers.